Show me.
Hello everybody, Martial Arts Film Freak here, back running through my collection of certain actors. This time we are going with Donnie Yen. This is going to be a much bigger collection than my Jet Li movies. I think my Jet Li movies was like 12 or 15. This looks at least like way more. I haven't actually counted it. But I've got quite a bit to go through here, so let's go ahead and run through the Donnie Yen films in my collection. Of course, they may not all be Donnie Yen films, maybe just films that have Donnie Yen in them, and these are also in no particular order, just kind of a bunch of randomness. We will start, though, with his most recent, and that is Raging Fire, the last film directed by Benny Chan, the wonderful, incredible director Benny Chan, rest in peace. I love a lot of his movies, also starring Nicholas T. Great movie. Well, it's a good movie. The great final fight. I recommend it, though. Next up, the Shanghai Night films, or Shanghai Noon films. I only have this here because he's the bad guy in Shanghai Nights. He's not in the first one, of course. He's only in the second one, and it's fine. I enjoyed the first one. Yeah. I still gotta honestly watch the second one. I don't even remember it. I probably watched it when I was little, and I have no recollection whatsoever. This next one I do have a review for on the channel. It's one I had to give a second chance because I was kind of mean to it the first time, and that is Enter the Fat Dragon. I took this movie too seriously, and I realized I had to calm down and stop being a dick. It's fun. It's got some good stuff in it. I actually really enjoy a lot of the comedy, and I recommend it. Next up, one I really don't enjoy that much, and that is Seven Swords. I believe directed by Sui Hark. Also stars Lau Kar-leung, and was Lau Kar-leung's final film before he passed away. I don't love this film, however I do enjoy that little bit of sentimentality there. I should probably watch it again soon because I really don't remember most of it. This next one though, one of his most famous films, Flashpoint. I feel like my opinion of this has changed over the years. I used to think it was an amazing movie. It is still really, really good. It does have a lot of good action. There's just not a lot of action. It's kind of slow, but whenever there is something going on, it's some of the best ever made. Next up, something that just came out. The Tiger Cage box set. I just got this. I'm recording this on the 1st of September. I just got this yesterday for my birthday. And I already had the second one on Blu-ray, and this rounds out the collection. I went ahead and, replaced the second one with this, and I'm excited to watch the third one. I watched the first one on TV forever ago, back when Into the Badlands was first coming on television. AMC did a really cool thing where for like a week straight they just played nothing but martial arts movies. I remember them playing like The Raid and some other stuff. That's actually the first time I saw Tiger Cage 2 was that, and then they played the first Tiger Cage, and that was interesting. It was a great time. I loved seeing all those movies on like a pretty big channel. But this box set just came out. I'm excited to watch the third one. This is also just amazing artwork. This is beautiful. Moving on to Kung Fu Killer or Kung Fu Jungle. I don't love this. My problem with it is it does have some good action. There is a lot of good martial arts in it. The problem is whenever the Kung Fu Killer, who is going around killing all these masters, is going and fighting them and killing them, it skips through them too much. Like, you see him about to fight like Jing Yu and some other people, Su Wong Fan, and like you get snippets of it and then it's just over and you see their dead body. And I would think this movie would be perfect if we just saw those fights. I wonder if they didn't have enough time to shoot the full thing, or if it got cut up in the editing room. It's just kind of disappointing. And every time it gets to those fights, I get excited, and then it skips through them, and then it just ends, and I'm sad. Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Of course, Donnie Yen is Chirrut Imwe. I've also got the Chirrut Imwe bobblehead here, Funko Pop, because I always told myself that if Donnie Yen ever had a Funko Pop, I would get it. And thank God for Star Wars. I enjoyed this. This is one of the best ones that has come out in the past, it's almost been 10 years. Well, no, it's not almost been 10 years. 2015 is when Force Awakens came out, so it's almost been, I guess, 10 years. I like this. It's great. I'll watch it again soon, because I just got a 4K TV, so this will look really good, even though it is a Blu-ray, but you know what? Screw it. one of his oldest films, In the Line of Duty 4. This is a fantastic film, good fight against John Salviti and Michael Woods. Also a good fight against, is this the one that has the fight against Robin Shue? Or is that Tiger Cage 2? I don't remember, but if it is either one, it's great. This is a very good movie. If you haven't seen it, In the Line of Duty 4, this is some must-watch Donnie Yen right here. The Blade films. Of course, he has a very small role in Blade 2. It's not quite blink and you miss it. He's part of like the bad guy, anti-hero kind of gang. He gets a couple good kicks in, and I don't even remember seeing him die. He just kind of, I know he throws some kicks, and then I never see him again. But he's in there, Blade 2. And it's also the best Blade movie. Blade 2 is genuinely a fantastic martial arts film. Next up, he is in Hero. Fantastic film, fantastic fight scene. Maybe the best fight scene in the movie. And, well, I mean, you could definitely make an argument that it is the best fight scene in the movie. And if you do believe that, then it's a bummer because it's like the first big fight scene of the movie. I think maybe, I almost want to say that the fight between Tony Leung and the Emperor might be my favorite. It's the best looking, but the Donnie Yen Jet Li fight is perfection. One of my favorites, I don't know how everyone else feels, that is Dragon Tiger Gate. This is based on a manga, Nicholas T. and Sean Yu. Nicholas T. and Sean Yu would also collaborate in Invisible Target with Jackie Chan's son, JC Chan. I think this is fantastic. It's hyperactive. It's got some very stylistic moments, but it's based on a manga. It's it's pretty much a comic book movie. I love it. I think it's fantastic. The fight on the baseball field, the fight in the restaurant, both fights in the restaurant, all the way they utilize all the different powers with the martial arts. This is a fantastic movie. If you haven't seen Dragon Tiger Gate, you should. Next up is maybe the movie that put Donnie Yen sort of more on the map than a lot of the other films did, than a lot of like maybe his 90s stuff, other than maybe Iron Monkey, and that would be SPL Killzone. Yes, this is the Dragon Dynasty cut of the Dragon Dynasty release. Probably maybe the best one you can get right now. If it ever gets like an 88 Films or something, I'll maybe get that. But this is a fantastic film. This is, well, it is a little slow. It is a little boring. Donnie Yen is like not quite the main character throughout most of it until like the last 15 minutes. But it's, I mean, it's legendary status for a reason. I'll just say that. Next up is one that doesn't get talked about enough, and that is City of Darkness. This is just gives off far more low budget vibes. It has Billy Chow. It has Colin Chu. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. It's just a lot of fun. It's kind of dumb, but I mean, you get Colin Chu fighting with like blades in his shoes in the woods, and it's just got a lot of really good fight scenes in it. I recommend this one. If you haven't seen City of Darkness, track it down somewhere. I got this at a con. I went to this convention. There was this guy who just had a bunch of like foreign films, martial arts, and a bunch of different stuff. And I just talked to him for like 20 minutes, and then so he offered me a deal to get like 5 movies for cheap. I got this. I got one of the next movies I'll talk about, and I got a movie called Wuxia, which is also a Donnie Yen film, which I don't have here. I have a different release of. I'll get to later. And I got a Godzilla movie, Godzilla Final Wars. But I also got this that day, and it's pretty fun. I like it a lot. Chasing the Dragon is one I feel bad for having not finished. The reason I have not finished Chasing the Dragon is because I went to watch this much closer to when it came out, which was 2017 maybe. And that day, I turned on my computer to start editing a video, and my computer crashed. Completely gone. Just dead. And it just completely spoiled my mood. I was in no mood whatsoever to watch this movie, and I have not put it on again since. And I should, because I hear it's fantastic. Next up is one of the other movies I picked up that day at that convention. Legend of the Wolf, the only film Donnie Yen has ever directed, and thank God for that, because it's not very good, at least from my recollection. I didn't like it at all. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the way Donnie Yen cuts his films, at least at the time. He was not a very good editor back then. I hope he's improved. I know he does have a little bit of pull these days, but back then, whoo, great on-screen talent. Director, no thank you. Next up is another box set that he's only in one of these movies, and that is the Once Upon a Time in China films. He is the bad guy in the second one. Great bad guy, great fight scenes. He has 2 wonderful fight scenes, including the finale. And of course, it's it's wonderful. We should definitely watch it. I'm sure you have. If you're here, you've probably seen it. It's amazing. Bodyguards and Assassins. Bodyguards and Assassins is a long film, a bit slow. I love that Donnie Yen is just kind of all over this. Donnie Yen at his very best, it says down here. Donnie Yen is not the main character in this. He's got a good role in it. He has one of the better fights in the film against Kung Lee, does some incredible looking parkour. But he is a supporting role here, which is fine. The rest of the movie is very, very good. I genuinely love this movie, and if it gets a big Blu-ray release, I'll be very happy to snag that up. Next up, all 4 Ip Man films. This is the Ip Man 4 movie Blu-ray collection here. I have not even opened this. I, of course, got it. I had all the individual 4 films, and I got this to save room on the shelves by 3 movies. But, whatever. Not even opened. Plastic on it completely. I'll open it whenever I feel like watching one of these. Legend of the Fist, Return of Shenzen. This is a fantastic movie, a little slow at times, but a wonderful opening, incredible fight scenes. I love that it's Shenzen sort of dressed like Kato. That sort of set us on a bad trend for some low-budget kung fu movies coming out of mainland China, I think, right now. But it's some really fantastic stuff, fantastic action. One of his best movies of the last decade. If you haven't seen it, you should, because it's wonderful. Legend of the Fist, Return of Shenzen. Oh, and of course he's playing, Bruce Lee's Shenzen from Fist of Fury. It's a sequel, but it's almost like more of a sequel to the Jet Li movie, because at the end of the Bruce Lee movie he dies, so that's confusing, but it's wonderful. 3 more here. I know I got through these fast because there's a lot of them, and I got worried I was going to be here forever. Iron Monkey. This is the Eureka release. Before this, I had the Miramax release or whatever. I like this a lot. It's fantastic. I made a video almost 2 years ago now on the 5 essential films of Donnie Yen. If you like that video, you like the Jet Li and Jackie Chan one, let me know if you'd like a 5 essential films of Sammo Hung, because I thought about working on that. But Iron Monkey, it's fantastic. It's wonderful. It is one of my 5 essential films of Donnie Yen. If you're looking to get into Donnie Yen films and you haven't seen many, Iron Monkey is always a way to go. The last 2 are ones that I had going back and forth on my #1 Donnie Yen film of the 2010s. Even though going back and rewatching both of them, there's clearly only one good answer, and I did not put that on a video I made a few years ago. So let's start with the one that I did put on the video, which is wrong, is Special ID. I do really, really like this movie. It's very, very good. I said it was Donnie Yen's best of the 2010s, and I probably jumped the gun there, because it's the other movie I'm about to talk about. But either way, this is still very, very good. More MMA style Donnie Yen, especially the final fight against Andy On. Andy On is wonderful. I need Andy On to be more famous than he is. Please, for the love of God, Andy On, make more movies. But this is good. It's very good. It's not great, but it's fantastically good. This next one is Donnie Yen's best movie of 2010s, and that is Dragon, aka Wuxia. This is the movie I also said I got from that vendor that day, although I got a Chinese DVD called Wuxia, and I replaced it with the American Blu-ray called Dragon. I believe the Chinese copy I had was maybe a bit longer. This is cut down a bit, but it doesn't hurt. It didn't really cut out anything that felt super important. Fantastic movie, wonderful homage to sort of 70s, 80s kung fu movies. Also stars Kara Hui and Jimmy Wang Yu. Very, very good stuff. I love this movie. If you haven't seen it, it is maybe, well, I think I said this was like Donnie Yen's more recent must-see essential film. If you haven't seen Dragon, you really, really should. I have this overwhelming feeling like I'm missing something. Like, I keep turning back around and looking at my shelf and looking for more Donnie Yen films. I grabbed the 2 that are on my non-martial arts shelf, that is being Blade 2 and Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. And I even, I pulled a bunch off the shelf earlier today, and before I started, I looked again, and I pulled 3 more off the shelf because I forgot about a few others. But I'm pretty sure I got them all. Dragon. Fantastic. I should probably count these and see how many I actually have, because I have no idea. This movie also stars Takeshi Kaneshiro. I should say that. This movie is a very good mystery kung fu movie that you should watch. It's fantastic. It really is. So what is that? Let's go ahead and count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28 Donnie Yen films. I want to say, honestly, the second most of any actor in my collection, because I just know that number 1 is going to be Jackie Chan. But I also have this looming suspicion that I could have a lot of Sammo Hung films. I've really been stocking up recently on older Sammo Hung movies. That honestly may be the next one I do that's pretty interesting. But I'm excited. That's a good amount of Donnie Yen films. I feel pretty good about that. I feel good about some of the more obscure ones I have. I don't feel like a lot of people are going to have something like City of Darkness. That's just a fun one to have there. It's just mega obscure. But tell me which of these that I went through is your favorite Donnie Yen film. There is one Donnie Yen film that I wish I had. Because I know for Jet Li I said Born to Defense. God, I gotta think about that. I never got Big Brother. Didn't really care for it. I think if there's a Donnie Yen film I wish I had, it's probably something really old. I've never seen Circus Kids, which also has Yuan Biao, and I've never seen, what is it called? Mismatched Couple, something like that. Yeah, I've never seen that. That's probably the one that I wish I had, because I don't have it, and I'm interested to see it. I'm happy I don't have Iron Monkey 2, because that is just atrocious. But yes, tell me that thing I said in the comment section down below, your favorite movie that I have here, your favorite Donnie Yen film in general, and tell me your favorite Donnie Yen fight scene, because sometimes your favorite movie and your favorite fight scene are two totally different things. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Head over to Facebook, where there's the Martial Arts Film Freak Facebook page, Instagram Martial Arts Film Freak, Tristan_Glover on the Twitter, and Martial Arts Film Freak on TikTok. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.